episode of the series Know How To, we will focus on how to acquire corporate etiquettes. So without any further delay, let's ask our experts. To help us by answering a few questions on corporate etiquettes, we have with us Associate Dean Placement and Area Coordinator for Soft Skills, Professor Sangeeta Sahani ma'am. Ma'am has been working with IBS for more than 14 years. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So our very first question is, what according to you are the top 5 soft skills required at workplace?
If you want me to put it down to top 5 soft skills, I would go with what LinkedIn is saying nowadays. LinkedIn has been doing this research for quite a few years. For them, if you want to take a suggestion from them, it is adaptability, collaborative skills, creativity. Of course, communication will always be there. We can't avoid that because that comes to the top or maybe the bottom, but students need that. And one of the most important soft skills that has also been added to this list is effective listening skills.
What is good grooming and why should a management student focus on this parameter?
So for me, good grooming would be not just externally how you look and how you dress up. Even youngsters of your age or the students who are pursuing management courses should understand that personal grooming would also mean keeping your mind and body healthy, presenting your thoughts in a healthy manner. Because once you start doing this, the entire role of a management student working at workplace, working with different teams, like I said, collaborative skills is an important skill that you require. So how do you show your collaborative skills? Whenever we say that you are effectively groomed, the way you talk to people and the way you present yourself. But if we start looking at the group discussion and personal interviews, which are major pointers when a selection process happens, then I would definitely say presenting yourself, be formal, see to it that your clothes match with the kind of corporate world you are going into. Nowadays, being very, very formal is not the in thing. A little bit of semi-formal, which would mean dressing up in a sense, not in the kind of blazer and coats that we go to. Grooming for me now would mean that you are likable, you are conversational, you are presentable to the person who is taking you in, because recruiters are usually thinking about this. Will this person fit in? So when a grooming for me would mean that you are presentable in the sense that you will be working with them and they feel like welcoming you, and as soon as they see you, when you enter an interview room, that is the time you are creating a first image. So be comfortable, conversational, but not very stiff as far as your clothes are concerned or as far as the way you speak with people is concerned. In both sense you need to work.
Thank you, ma'am. That will be helpful for the student. The next question is, in our daily professional life, what measures should we focus on which makes us more confident in terms of our communication and personality?
Okay, so communication and personality for youngsters, budding managers, one of the most important things is to start looking at how personal interviews go. If you start looking at the selection processes, you will notice the questions that are being asked are more to do with your experiential learning. They want to know your experiences. Say for example, if you tell me that you are into interviews, you interview a lot of people, you are working with a team which is on social media platform, helping out and engaging students or engaging prospects. So what happens is, while you are telling me this in your interview, what I am learning is that you are an active person who is able to talk to a lot of people, who is able to get some sort of a focused interview or focused interactive programs on social media. So recruiter would always look for your experiential learning, be it through clubs, be it through cells, maybe you are into some sort of a class representative, you are president of a society, again voluntary organizations. If you work for them, you would do a wonderful job during your interview, and interviews are not just meant to impress. They also help the recruiters to understand that you are going to be a person who is going to add value to the organization. So what are we looking for? We are, again, like I said, top 5 skills LinkedIn says: collaborative skills, creativity, persuasion, So, to carry out any kind of a job which is outside the classroom, in addition to classroom, are going to add to your soft skills. While you are doing that, your personality is enhancing, your communication skills are enhancing. So, recruiters focus a lot on outside the classroom activities, be it sports, be it any of your hobby, be it these groups. In fact, I nowadays tell students to be part of photography clubs, to be part of cycling groups or motorbike groups, adventure teams, because wherever you go, what you are learning for the corporates is networking, communication, and of course that exposure to meeting people of different age. So if you join a cycling group, you're not going to be with people of the same age group. It might be a varied age group, different people from different corporate sectors, and that kind of learning will help the young budding managers to develop their personality and communication. It has nothing to do with just sitting down and listening to someone's lectures. Of course, we cannot deny the fact that it is classroom studies. Again, reading, keeping yourself updated, all those traditional things that we teachers have been telling you are important. Looking into the current affairs. But for me, it is experiential learning when it comes to developing your personality. So go out there, spend your free time or take out free time to do these kind of activities where you get a lot of experiential learning. That's what I would say.
Thank you, ma'am. It will add a great value in students' practice.
Thank you and all the best.